Alrighty. There we go. Chamoy, chamoy, chamoy. Ow! Ah! Sorry, I already began and already my body decided to pop my legs. So that's lovely. Not even a minute in and already my body decides to be rude. I see how it is. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. So, we do have the first Icy Spicy tournament, and also Kennedy with the 21 months. Let's go!
Hails 12 Paula.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Hi, Kennedy. So, we have about, we're waiting about, like, 10 minutes before things properly start. Hello, Pixel. Hello, Kennedy. Also, all of our tournament contestants are actually on the jouch right now. As you can see in the bottom left, all of them are just waiting to throw hands. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. So, pretty much, now that Champions is out and actually has a proper spectator mode, which was always kind of the reason why we were never able to do tournaments prior, was simply just because, again, it's really hard to host tournaments when you can't really spectate and commentate. Exactly, I'm making sure my contestants don't drown, you know, I'm such a good tournament host. But no, we got a bunch of stuff set up for this. I'm really excited for how things are going to turn out. Hopefully, there shouldn't be too many scuffed moments. Hello, Pearl. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Obviously, again, this is the first one. So there probably will be a little bit of scuff, but you got to start small before, you know, we'll get there, and thank you for the YouTube side, Pixel. Appreciate it. Excuse me. I'm also going to do it at everyone real quick. Hold on. Tournament. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of that. There we go. Let me also do this real quick. Let me do this. There we go. I'll send that there to Blade. Make sure that we're good there. I know, we're so good there. Oh, I also love how I also check, and today there's actually a the Los Angeles VGC event's also happening today. Nice. But you know, we're giving it a couple minutes for people to hop on in, all that good stuff before we begin this up. So, tournament rules. This is going to be a best of 3 single elimination bracket. We have about 6 contestants. You know, we're waiting for the other one to hop on in. But you know, we'll get there when we get there. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Oceany. Welcome on in. Admittedly, I haven't done tournament commentary in quite a while. The last time I kind of did it was for, like, the Fighting Me stuff, so honestly, yeah, we'll hopefully be fine. We'll hopefully be fine. We'll be hopefully fine. Oh, yeah, shit, my throws. I forgot to get my throws up. Oops, it's fine. I know, we're very professional around here. I'll get the throws up. Thank you for reminding me. I know. They'll be on cooldown for a bit. Shit happens. Also, I want to also quickly say thank you to Blade. So you can say you're throwing. True! So true. Also, thank you, thank you, Blade. Sorry, my brain's having a moment. I need more coffee. Thank you, Blade, for helping with moderation. He's going to hopefully get some predictions up and going today. Because, I mean, what's a tournament without bets? Alright. Like, what's the point of hosting tournaments if we don't have some bets going on? So we are going to have some predictions as well, so that should be fun. Also, we should hopefully be good there. Yeah! Prediction markets! Let's go! You gotta have prediction markets, all right? Bubble, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the stream avatars, you know. I'm not worried about that. 50 bucks on red. True. True. I placed $30 that this guy's gonna win. And if he doesn't, I'll cry about it later. Did somebody say betting? You're damn right. With channel points, aka Monopoly money. How you doing, Goober? Hail help, the oxygen on the jouch is running low. Just stop talking for a bit. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know? You'll be fine. Oh. Let me do that. Hello, Mew. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We have about 5 minutes before round 1 begins. So if my round 1 contenders could hop into the first table, that would be appreciated. Don't start the match until I say so, but if I can get... let me on server mute myself. Let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Server deafen. I'm not going to server mute. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I should be able to be heard now by my contestants. If the round 1 contestants could head to table 1, don't begin your match just yet. Just head on over there. Would be appreciated. Would be appreciated. If people do want to see the actual brackets, I am posting it in stream share for those to check out. Ignore the spelling. Ignore the spelling. All right. Spelling is not my forte. I'm not going to worry about it. Focus on the spelling. I ask that we don't focus on the spelling, you know. I'm just saying. But round 1 is going to be Pearl versus Scovit. So that should be a good time there. It is a open team sheet tournament as well. Again, rule set. Best of 3, single elimination, and open team sheet. This is a VGC tournament. So we are obviously using the latest VGC rules. As tournaments continue, I do plan on hosting some more unique rules. I do have some themed tournaments in mind, but we'll get there when we get there. But at least for this one, we're gonna keep it simple, we're gonna keep it straightforward, and we're gonna start with just the standard. What is it? It's what's the rule say? It's like MA or something. MA1 or something, something along those lines. Whatever, however they want to format rule sets now. I don't know. Reg MA. Thank you. That one. That regulation. That one. It sounds right. Hell yeah. Predictions are open, by the way. If you guys want to bet your channel points, by all means, feel free to do so. There will be channel points betting for every round in this tournament, so make sure to do so. Excusey. And once again, shout out Blade for assisting with moderation on the tournament side. And hopefully our final contestant will be hopping in soon. We are going to be beginning game 1 in about 2 minutes. Going on all in on winning on myself. Hey, I'm not saying you can't bet on yourself, all right? If you're very confident in your play, by all means, bet your channel points. Go for it. I'm not saying no to contestants betting on themselves. So if you want to go for it, by all means, go for it. Also true. Shout out to Blade for the meme he just posted in stream share. That's very accurate. Mods, put that on the starboard. No, just no betting on your opponents and throwing. If I see anyone throwing or any signs of emotion, I will immediately disqualify you. It will be immediately disqualified. You'll immediately be blacklisted. You'll immediately be banned, and you'll also be put up on the cross. All right, I don't know what to tell you. Oh my lord. Wait, we have a bracket command? Wait, we have a bracket command? Huh? I just made it? Wait, that's kind of sick, actually. Shout out Songo. I didn't know we had a bracket command. Oh, my lord. I didn't realize we had a bracket command. Hold on. I'm gonna DM Blade something real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping the spelling mistakes. I appreciate it. Alright. It is time for game 1. Contestants of round 1. If you guys can hop on into the first table, we shall begin. No, I think it's fun. I think it's funnier if the spelling mistakes are still there. Alright, we're gonna make sure we spectate. We should hopefully be good once the game lets us in. There we go, and bada boom, bada bing. I know we have such a cool layout, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Songo for getting this all thrown together. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm excited to be using this going forward. Yeah, shout out Songo. She helped us through together. Eventually, we'll have a mobile version of the layout. Keyword is eventually, so like I could also have the mobile streams going on. But you know, that I'm not worried about that. You know, I'm not worried about that. But game 1, we have Pearl, who's using a King Gambit, Sinistra, Como, Incineroar, Politoed, and Gengar. And on Skovit's side, we have a Chandelure, a Como, a Whimsicott, a Victory Bell, Tinkaton, and Hisuian Samurott. Alrighty, let's do this. On lead, we have the Gengar paired with the Politoed and Whimsicott with the Chandelure. If we look onto the team sheets, which we got open on over here, it does seem to be a Mega Chandelure, with the Gengar also looking to be a Mega Gengar, now activating the Mega Evolution, which will lock in all non-ghost types, meaning the Whimsicott is currently locked on in, unlike the Chandelure, who could swap at any point. Speaking of Mega Evolution, we do have the Mega Chandelure turn 1 as well. Unfortunately, did not gain Shadow Tag, thanks Game Freak, very cool. Instead, getting Infiltrator. The Tailwind will go up, giving double speed over on Skovit's side. Shadow Ball immediately going on into the Mega Gengar and one-shotting it! Spoopy Ghost going down, turn 1! A Parasong is being set up, but without the Shadow Tag, there's no longer able to be locked on in. Let me also make sure to mute on my end, so the peeps can no longer hear me. I apologize for that. I'll try and make sure so, like, you know, I don't hear, but anyway. Anyway. Como is going to be swapped on in, being the lovely shiny Como as well. That's a good shiny. I don't care what anyone says. We are already a Pokemon down on Pearl's side. Get a better production crew. We'll get there eventually, alright? We'll get there eventually. Como is going to protect against the potential Moonblast coming in from the Whimsicott. Blocking the Moonblast, we now... Pearl is going to have to work hard to get rid of that Whimsicott in order to get Como safely set up. Shadow Ball is going to go into Politoed, doing a pretty good chunk with the Spadef drop, guaranteeing a OHKO next turn if the Shadow Ball connects. The Muddy Water will come on in, but not knock out the Chandelure. But accuracy does drop on the Whimsicott, meaning Moonblast do have a chance to miss now. The Parasong count does continue to go down on all the Pokemon on the field. Do we expect a switch out anytime soon? Who knows? Maybe Skovich plans on taking them out before the Parasong even goes down. Politoed does need to play on the defensive side, though, especially with the Spadef drop. Skovit going for the switch on the Mega Chandelure, bringing in Tinkaton. Como is going to get swapped out here as well, bringing in Sinistra, who is going to heal the Politoed. Pearl doesn't plan on going on down anytime soon, protecting Politoed. Moonblast is going to go on, and it misses Sinistra. The accuracy drop does indeed matter here. With Perish Song now on its final turn, they either have to swap out their Whimsicott and Politoed, or risk taking them down to Perish Song. Scrub Boy, thank you for the 9 months, by the way, greatly appreciated. Skova is going to swap out the Whimsicott, bringing in the Hisuian Samurott. Politoed does get swapped out as well. Como once again coming back on in. Rage Powder setting up on the Sinistra. Let's see what Tinkaton goes for over here. Play Rough, and it misses again! With the Tailwind also ending! Pearl is not going down yet, ladies and gentlemen! Also, man, I really gotta adjust that for later. Yes, Snacks. Blade will let you know, worst case scenario. Ceaseless Edge does go off, not doing a ton of damage into Como, but he's going to set up spikes on Pearl's side of the field. Aura Sphere going on into the Tinkaton, doing just a little under half. Gigaton Hammer coming on in, just barely knocking out the Como. With massive damage from the Matcha Gotcha going on into the Hisuian Samurott. And the burn! The burn! Holy! Samurott has been halved on the physical side of damage, with Tinkaton also below half HP, and Aura Sphere will kill in this range, along with a Matcha Gotcha onto the Samurott. Pearl is not out yet. They may have lost their Gengar, but they are not going down just yet, with a Protect going on to the Como as well. Ceaseless Edge getting blocked by Como. Play Rough. The double into the Como. The Protect has saved them, with Life Dew going off, making sure that Como will be allowed to stay on this side of the field. With Burn also slowly whittling down the Samurott. It is only a matter of time till it does eventually have to go down to Burn. Currently, Skova is not in the best position with having Whimsicott in the back. It's not impossible, but it is a bit on the uphill battle at this moment. Rage Powder from Sinistra will protect Como from any single target moves. Ceaseless Edge going into the Sinistra. Oh, but the burn, making sure Sinistra will survive the attack. Another layer of spikes is being put up. An Aura Sphere targeting Tinkaton. And just barely from the KO. With Sinistra also left on 6 HP. Both sides of the field incredibly whittled down. It is anyone's game at this point. Como unable to go for its signature clanging scales due to the fact that the Tinkaton is a fairy type. Hello, NRG. It is truly anyone's game at this point. Skova is going to swap out the Tinkaton, bringing back the Mega Chandelure. Sinistra going for Protect. Aqua Cutter is not going to connect into the Sinistra. Aura Sphere not connecting with the Mega Chandelure. But due to the fact that Chandelure is not a Ghost type, there is a chance that the Clanging Scales will be able to pick up the KO if able to outspeed. It is coming down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the first game of round 1. Skova immediately swapping out back into the Whimsicott, possibly predicting a Clanging Scales. With Pearl also bringing in the Politoed. It is going to take chip damage from the spikes. A Drizzle will go up. Como once again protecting. Hello, Blood. Hope you're doing well. Aqua Cutter will go into the Politoed, but doing minimal damage due to the fact that it resists, and it is currently burned. Leftovers, for the most part, healing back the damage dealt onto it. With Samurott going down due to the burn chip. The biggest threat on the field currently being the Mega Chandelure on the other side. Tinkaton is going to come back in. And looking at the team sheets, the Tinkaton does have Fake Out. So it can theoretically, if the guest target is correct, make sure one side is flinched. Both trainers are taking their time thinking about how to approach next turn. Pearl is going to swap out the Como, bringing back the Sinisha. It will go down to the spikes before Hospitality can go off. Moonblast will go into the Polytoad. It will only do about 1/4 of damage. Play Rough also connecting, bringing Polytoad down to 24 HP. Muddy Water will go in, taking out the Tinkaton. But Whimsicott is still standing. But another accuracy drop. Because it is the final 2 Pokemon, it will be locked and stuck with the lowered accuracy. Also, Lord, I need to fix that later. I'm just gonna I apologize. It was I'll probably fix that before round 2. Oh my lord. Alright, the Como is gonna be brought back in with the Mega Chandelure on the other side. Whim does have the opportunity to set up another Tailwind. It is down to the wire. A Shadow Ball in range of KOing either Pokemon on the side of Pearl. It is genuinely anyone's game at this point, depending on who goes first. The Como will go for a Protect, hoping that it will double into the Como. Moonblast, it does protect Como. Shadow Ball will connect into the Polytoad and knocking it out. It is now a 2v1 against the Como. It will now come down to the Mega Chandelure and the Whimsicott staring down the beautiful shiny I almost said Mega Como. Man, I wish there was a Mega Como. One day, Chad, one day. Tailwind once again going back up. Make sure it is a guarantee to outspeed. Shadow Ball connecting. And game 1 of round 1 has been fulfilled with Skolvit taking game 1. I am also, before game 2 begins, I'm going to quickly do a little bit of oh wow, would you look at that? I'm going to quickly go into my settings and make sure that the screen does not automatically go down. If I can find out where it is in the settings. If I can find it. There we go. All right, bada boom, bada bing, fixed. Don't worry, we fixed it. I know, I'm so professional and good at my job. Show the IP address. I don't think we will. Game 2 is currently being set up. I don't feel like doxing myself, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of showing my IP address. You know, maybe, just maybe. No best of 3s? No, there is best of 3. Speaking of best of 3, we're going back on in. Currently, Skolvit is at 1 point. Pearl having to lock on in to make sure that they are able to take this round. There is no loser bracket. This is single elimination. With both sides currently picking their leads. We didn't see the Incineroar or the King Gambit from Pearl, so maybe we'll see them this time around. We'll find on out. Immediately, Skolvit changing their plans as they do bring in their own Como with Incineroar coming on out, giving them fake out pressure with the Intimidate going off. Looking at Scovit, they are running a special attacking Komo, meaning they don't have to worry about the Intimidate drops. However, Fake Out will make sure that at least one of them will not be able to move this turn. The Mega Gengar immediately going off from Pearl's side, locking both in the Whimsicott and the Komo. Fake Out will connect with Komo. Tailwind also being set up, blocking any potential Clinging Scales or Draco Meteors. And Gengar going for the Sludge Bomb and bringing Whim down to its sash immediately. And the poison! Meaning it is down! The poison immediately bringing down the Whimsicott, meaning already Pearl has claimed a life, getting its revenge from the last match. Hisuian Samurott will come on in, threatening a potential KO onto the Mega Gengar with Ceaseless Edge, with Komo being able to deal with the Incineroar on the other side. Gengar will go for the Protect to make sure that it will survive any attack coming on into it. Ceaseless Edge will connect with Protect. Clinging Scales going on in with Gengar being able to protect itself. And the Incineroar taking about a little over half, or a little under half, that would be the way to put it there. Parting Shot will connect onto the Komo, lowering its attack and special attack, making sure Gengar will potentially survive any incoming attacks going forward. Sinistcha coming on in, making sure that Gengar is nice and protected from any potential attacks. Perish Song has yet to be set up, though knowing Mega Gengar, it's only a matter of time till the Perish Song is properly set up. Also, welcome on in, Senpai, welcome on in, Splat. With Whimsicott going down, if Pearl brought in their own Komo, they will be just fine. Actually bringing in the King Gambit. Ceaseless Edge. It misses King Gambit. Clinging Scales will connect, not doing a ton of damage, while also lowering the Komo's physical defense. Welcome on in. The Machagacha will not connect with the Komo, immediately one-shotting the Samurott with a critical hit! It is already down to Scovit's other two Mons! Pearl immediately getting revenge for game one! The Tickaton is coming on, meaning Scovit did not bring in their Mega Chandelure. Both sides will be picking up their next choices of moves, ladies and gentlemen. Both immediately locking on in. Pearl having very healthy Pokemon in the back. Scovit is going to have to lock in with the Komo to potentially get the game to. King Gambit protecting itself from any potential Fake Out. Gigaton Hammer connecting with Sinistcha and doing a bit over half HP. With the Clinging Scales once again connecting on in. Every Clinging Scales making it the Komo is potentially in Sucker Punch range, not picking up the KO onto the Sinistcha. Machagacha will once again connect, hitting both Pokemon for just chip, neither doing not doing a ton of damage, but will allow Sinistcha to get a little bit of HP to potentially live any incoming attacks. Tailwind will also end on Scovit's side, meaning speed control will once again come down to neutral. Though with both of the Pokemon on Pearl's side being a bit on the slower side, it doesn't necessarily matter in that case. Sucker Punch will go into the Komo, doing about half for a not very effective attack. Play Rough will connect into King Gambit and only doing about a fourth of damage. Aura Sphere will go in, but the Trouble Berry will be able to help King Gambit potentially survive. King Gambit survives at 15! The Trouble Berry did in fact matter! Machagacha going on in, doing more chip, bringing Komo down to red! And being a crit once again onto the Tickaton! Pearl's luck game 1 being insane with the crits, the misses, and the status effects. They are taking names and making sure that their Como is avenged. Oh my good heavens. Rage Powder will go into the Sinister, making sure that any attack going into King Gambit will very much protect it. Sucker Punch once again connecting, knocking out the Como. Also, ow! Once again, connecting their Play Rough will go into the Sinister, bringing it down to 17 HP, but with it being a 4v1, Scovit most likely will not be able to make the comeback, and we will go down to a game 3. Pearl Pearl playing as safe as possible, swapping on into the Incineroar. But own tempo will prevent any intimidates. No damage reduction will happen, allowing it to continue to click Play Rough, activating Incineroar Citrus Berry. Machagato continuing to go on in, making sure Sinister will survive any incoming potential Play Roughs. And the forfeit, making sure we are going to game 3. Scovit played very well, with Pearl making sure to get revenge for the last match, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord, what a crazy first amount of matches. Already the game 3. Hello, Cheesy Man. What a crazy first 2 matches, ladies and gentlemen. As a reminder, there are channel point predictions, so make sure you guys are betting. And we'll be going into the game 3 to end round 1. And back we go! I know, we're back. We're already so back, ladies and gents. I love for the fact that the game 3 will be held onto the practice arena. Hello, Starrod. I am not participating. I am the commentator. Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Pearl and Scovit both locking in. Bringing in the Hisuian Samurott and Whimsicott off the bat, potentially trying to get spikes game 1 with the Incineroar and the Gengar coming on in. The White Herb will prevent the Intimidate drop, meaning Samurott will be attacking at full strength. Pearl having to pick between either the Samurott or the Whimsicott when it comes to the Fake Out, either which can potentially be a game-changing move from Scovit. The Mega Gengar will be triggered, locking both of them in. There will be no switches on the Scovit side unless for whatever reason the Samurott is flip turn or something like that. I don't know. You tell me. The Fake Out is going into the Samurott, protecting the Mega Gengar, but Tailwind will be set up, meaning it is guaranteed to outspeed next turn. The Sludge Bomb will once again connect into the Whim. Are we going to get another poison? Focus Sash will allow it to survive. No poison. It is sticking around. This Whim is not going down anytime soon. It is sticking. We'll have to see what it manages to pull off with its low HP. The Mega Gengar is going to go for a Protect. Moonblast will connect into the Incineroar, doing just a little bit of chip, but all chip does matter. Aqua Cutter protecting the Protect from the Gengar, knocking out Incineroar. An amazing call from Scovit. Sinistcha will be brought on in, most likely to protect the Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is a very powerful Mega. It still has the chance to take out both these Mons, depending on what it goes for. But a massive KO on Scovit's side, swapping out the Gengar for the Politoed. potentially boosting any water attacks from both sides of the field. Moonblast will connect into the Politoed, doing just a bit of 1/5 HP. Ceaseless Edge also connecting, bringing down the Politoed to a bit under half. Spikes will be set up to potentially do chip onto the swapping out Gengar. Knocks out the Whimsicott and brings the Samurott down to 22 HP. Lefties on Politoed will allow it to get a little bit of health back, but with its current HP, it's still within Ceaseless Edge KO range. We'll have to see what Skovit decides to bring out, bringing out the Komo-o. Once again, this Komo-o is a special attacking Komo with actually no Clangorous Soul. It will be able to provide pretty solid spread damage with Clanging Scale if that is what Skovit decides to do. Sinistcha will protect, potentially protecting it from a Ceaseless Edge. And Politoed goes for a protect, most likely trying to stall out Tailwind turns. With Skovit going into the Politoed, it will be protected. Clanging Scales trying to pick up the KO on the Sinistcha while also doing chip to Politoed, potentially protecting from a potential double KO right there. Tailwind has faded. Now the only field condition being both spikes on Pearl side and rain. We still don't know what Skovit's final mon is. It could be the Victory Bell, the Tinkaton, or the Chandelure. We'll have to find out. Pearl being in an okay-ish position right now. But I don't exactly know how much damage either the Politoed or the Sinistcha will do. Ceaseless Edge going on in. Almost picking up the KO, leaving Sinistcha low, but setting up another layer of spikes. With Clanging Scales picking up the KO on the Sinistcha. Defense will drop on the Komo-o, but with only special attackers left in the field, I don't necessarily think that is going to matter. The Muddy Water will also pick up the KO onto the Hisuian Samurott. Potentially an accuracy drop? No accuracy drop this time around. Politoed is sticking on the field, but due to the fact that both of those Pokemon, that Pearl is down to only 2 Pokemon left, there is no potential for Perish Song. With the Tinkaton coming on in. Tinkaton allowing for fake out opportunities here. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on in. Trainers picking up their next moves, trying to figure out what's going on in. With the final Pokemon showing to be the Tinkaton. Both trainers down to their final Pokemons. We will have to see what they managed to pull off. With the Gengar only having, I believe, Sludge Bomb as its attacking move, unable to damage the Tinkaton. Fake out will go into the Politoed, who did protect from it. Sludge Bomb connecting, and picking up the KO with a crit on the Komo! It is now down to Pearl's Politoed and Gengar versus Skovit's Tinkaton. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see what's going on here. Double checking the team sheets. The Gengar does not have any other attacking move other than Sludge Bomb. And with the lack of any switch-ins, Perish Song will not be effective, meaning if the Tinkaton picks up the KO on the Politoed, that Skovit will win. It comes down to the Tinkaton versus the Politoed. Disable will go on in. Disabling the fake out, though it is unnecessarily needed. Gengaton will go in to the Politoed. And Skovit has won! With Pearl having no way of attacking the Mega Gengar. This means Pearl has, that means Skovit has won round 1! With Pearl having no way of picking up the KO onto the Tinkaton due to its Steel type. But Pearl decides to go into the Perish Song. We'll have to see. Pearl is not going down. I don't believe, again, I don't believe the KO from the Perish Song counts. I'm not sure. Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong or not. Gigaton will not connect the Protect blocking any Gigaton Hammer, meaning Gigaton Hammer will not be able to be used next turn. Protect will fail, meaning no double Protect. Play Rough will go into the Mega Gengar. Pearl trying to stall out the Perish Song. Again, I'm not exactly sure how this matchup goes. I'm pretty sure it counts as a loss, but I could be wrong. Maybe this is how Pearl wins. It's been, again, I'm not fully sure myself. We'll have to see. Going for the Protect, blocking any attack. The Gigaton will not connect, meaning it is down to the Perish Song. With Gengar going down first. And the Tinkaton following afterwards, meaning Skovit has won round 1, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought it would be funny. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's hop on over to the chatting layout once again. What? Okay, the music just decided to stop there. That was very rad. Alright, let me undeafen real quick. Oh, I'm right. I'm server deafen. Oops. Alright, I'm about to undeafen. Give me a second. Alrighty, let me do that. There we go. Hello! Hello, Pearl and Skovit.
Hello.
Hello!
That was a good match. GG's.
Yeah, good game. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Admittedly, I was not fully... I didn't fully remember how the Perish Song works in that situation. So in my brain, I'm like, wait, does it actually, is there still a chance that this works? I don't know. I don't know.
If I had done
yeah.
it with Politoed and Politoed lived, then it would have worked.
Ah, so it does come down to the speed.
What's
Yes,
the
the
speed here?
slower Pokemon moves is the one that faints last.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So it was mostly just a flex in that situation.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just mostly a little bit of a fun thing. Yeah.
Understand. Understandable.
It's like,
Understandable.
I may lose, but we're both going down.
But Tinkaton still lived.
Yeah, it's just it's not fair.
Understandable. Understandable. So, Skovit, you will be moving on to round 2. How you feeling?
Indifferent. Honestly. Not to be rude, but like I don't I'm just doing this for fun, honestly, so.
Actually, Skvote is making it to round 2.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well,
Skvote.
okay, I get it. I can't spell, all right? You didn't have to call me out like that. You didn't have to call me out like that, all right? Oh my lord. Well, Pearl, how are things going in your head during that match?
Honestly, after I didn't think that I would even win game 2. So to drag it out to that, like the last one on each side on game 3, really happy about it.
Honestly, game 2 is insane with the amount of just misses and secondary effects and crits that were happening. That was beautiful to see.
Yeah, I got a little bit of Pokemon on my side on that one.
Hell
I was
yeah.
kind of hoping I could get that burn again, but with Matcha Gotcha, but not quite lucky enough.
Hey, it happens.
Pearl is secretly sneaking a King's Rock onto every Pokemon as a secondary item.
True. That's my... Well, I guess we're just gonna have to knock you out real quick, actually. Sorry to hear... But... Thank you so much for joining, Pearl. I very much...
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I hope to see you in future tournaments that we hold. Make sure...
You
Also...
likely will.
Hell yeah. And also, chat, with... Along with that, Pearl is part of the ongoing draft league. I am hosting the Newborn Champions League. If you guys want to go check that out, make sure to go support Pearl. You can find their links over on the Discord server. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having. Take care, everybody. Good luck. Have fun.
Take care. Take care. Oh, alrighty. Oh, excuse me. So, Skovit, in round 2, when we get to you will be facing up against, if I double check, you will be facing up against Kennedy. When we get there, how are you feeling about that future match?
I haven't looked at Kennedy's team yet, but I have a feeling it'll be a fun match.
Hey, I look forward to seeing that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, contestants, I'm going to once again deafen, and we're going to set up for round 2. Also, hopefully I adjusted volumes enough for you guys to be able to hear. I apologize. Round 2 being Cody versus Pixel. If the contestants could hop on to table 1, that would be appreciated. That would be appreciated. Also, once again, thank you for my mods who are helping assist everything. Hey, I mean, I do be a massive Ben 10 fan. Welcome on in. Also, to all the people that are joining, yes, this is a tournament that is also currently closed. I am hosting tournaments in the future, though. If you guys do want to join those, make sure to hop on over to the Discord server. Game 1 of round 2 is about to begin, so let's swap on over there. There we go. Once again, Cody versus Pixel. With Cody using a Rain team and Pixel using a Gardevoir Kangaskhan team. We'll have to see how this one goes. If people want to join the Discord server, !Discord. We do have a tournament role that will keep you guys updated on future tournaments. Ah, lordy lord, I apologize. I'm chugging a lot of coffee this morning. And I also have to say that my coffee is not that good. It's kind of lukewarm. They took my coffee maker, and by they took my coffee maker, I mean it broke. I had to buy another one. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Ugh. Predictions are up, ladies and gents. If people do want to bet channel points, make sure to do so now. I know a bunch of you have a shit ton of channel points. Make sure you're betting, all right? I know you're hoarding them. Go put in your predictions right now. Ow! Alright, with game 1 of round 2 beginning, Cody versus Pixel. Let's see what our lead is. The lead being the Kangaskhan and the Cantonian Arcanine, versing down the Sneasler and the Pelipper. Intimidate will go off. No white herb on this. Oh, there is the white herb. I thought that would immediately trigger. That is my bad. I was about to spread misinformation. Unburden will trigger from the Sneasler with fake out pressure, as the Sneasler is now guaranteed to outspeed both Pokemon on their side. Pelipper pretty much having a free setup as long as the Kangaskhan does not have fake out. We'll have to see what is happening here. Due to the rain, it will also protect from any fire moves coming in. Oh my god, from the Arcanine. So I apologize, chap. Oh my lord. Try to chug some coffee and see what happens. Holy. Pixel immediately swapping out the Arcanine, bringing in Whimsicott. Probably trying to protect from any incoming attacks, along with Pelipper immediately swapping into Basculegion. Fake out will connect onto the Whim, meaning Kangaskhan is free to attack, faking out the... My brain had a moment. I'm like, that's a scrappy Pokemon. I had a moment, chat. I had a moment, chat. I'm like, wait a moment. Wait a moment. With Scrappy allowing the fake out onto the Basculegion. A moment there. Oh, both trainers staring down, picking up their next moves, figuring how to approach next. The Basculegion swapping back out. Cody switching a bunch, bringing in the bridge, meaning Cody did not bring the Mega Meganium. Tailwind being set up on Pixel's side, boosting speed. Dire Claw going for the win, picking up the KO, even with the Tailwind Sneasler being one of the fastest Pokemon in the game with the Unburdened boost. Last Resort connecting with the Sneasler and immediately picking up the KO with the crit! With the crit! Meaning both sides are already down to their to 3 Pokemon each. It also shows that Pixel is using the popular Fake Out Last Resort only 2 moveset from the Kangaskhan. Pelipper will be brought back in, along showing the Gardevoir, meaning most likely we're about to see a Mega Gardevoir on the other side of the field. Though with the Arch Alodon, it is an even matchup due to the Steel type taking out the Fairy and the Fairy taking out the Dragon. We'll have to see how this turns out. Double checking team sheets as we see immediately bringing out Wide Guard. That's what I was immediately going to check to see if that Pelipper had it. Last Resort bringing into the Pelipper, trying to knock it out to not block any potential future Wide Guards. No Mega Evolution happening there. A Moonblast connecting into the Arch, bringing it down to 41 HP. A Stamina will trigger. Flash Cannon also connecting into the Gardevoir and not pick up the KO. KO's not picking up this round, but multiple Pokemon being brought down to low HP. But Kangaskhan still standing strong. We'll have to see what happens. Welcome on in, Shatters. We'll have to see how they manage to approach the next turn. We'll have to see indeed. Oh, Lord. With the Protect going on into the Arch Alodon. Last Resort connecting into the Pelipper, meaning no Wide Guards can be blocked. Moonblast does connect on into the Arch, but Protect will save it. Meaning already Cody is down to his final 2 Pokemon, with Pixel having the Arcanine in the back. The Basculegion once again being brought on in, and because of Scrappy, the Last Resort can connect into the Basculegion. Pixel trying to pick up the potential game 1 very early on, with 1 turn of rain left. Aqua Jet will connect into the Gardevoir, picking up the KO, saving the Arch Alodon from any potential Moonblast. Last Resort going on in, picking up the KO from the Basculegion, meaning it is now down to the Arch Alodon. Arch Alodon will go for an Electro Shot, allowing its special defense, special attack, I know how to speak, to increase. He takes aim and fires at the Kangaskhan, bringing it down to red, but not picking up the KO. Rain will also disappear, meaning the Arch can no longer go for electric shots, meaning it will only have the +1. But with Tailwind also ending, it is a 2v1 against Cody's Arch Alodon. Intimidate will drop the attack of Arch, though it doesn't necessarily matter, as I don't think there's going to be a physical Arch Alodon. I regret to inform you, Chad. I don't think we're going to be encountering that anytime soon. But we'll have to see, as Arch's speed stat is still currently unknown. We don't know if he will be able to outspeed. And Pixel finally whipping out the Mega Kangaskhan, trying to pick up the KO onto the Arch. No longer having to use Scrappy, allowing it to use Parental Bond. Protect will allow Arch to stall out this turn. Last Resort connecting onto the Arch, but Arch hanging on for dear life. Flare Blitz connecting as well. Arch is going to have to figure something out in order to even have the chance to bring this match back. With a full HP Arcanine, I am not exactly confident that Cody will be able to grab game 1, but we will have to see. Last Resort going first. Not pick up the KO. Stamina will activate, meaning that the second hit will not be doing a lot, and triggers another stamina boost, potentially making it so the Flare Blitz might not pick up the KO. We will have to see. Dragon Pulse will pick up the KO onto the Kangaskhan, meaning it is now down to Arch and Arcanine. We will have to see. Will-O-Wisp instead! Allowing for the burn, meaning Arch is hanging on in for one more turn. Leftovers triggering, but due to the burn, the leftovers will no longer matter. It comes down to the next attack. If the Dragon Pulse can pick up the KO, it will be Cody's game. But if not, it will be Pixels with the incoming Flare Blitz. Dragon Pulse will go in. Will it pick up the KO? It will not! And the Citrus activates! Meaning game 1 is Oh! Pixel's going for the Morning Sun! Bringing the Arcanine back to full HP! Deciding to not go for the Flare Blitz just yet! It is still anyone's game, with Cody potentially having to fish for crits! Another Dragon Pulse goes off. Will it get the crit? It will not! Flare Blitz goes. Will it pick up the KO? And it does! Game 1 is going to Pixel! An insane Game 1, ladies and gentlemen! Hanging on to the scrappy Kangaskhan instead of choosing to Mega Evolve it, being incredibly smart with the fact that Basculegion was on the field. Both contestants playing very well. Both of them now setting up for the Game 2. Insane match between both Cody and Pixel. Now hopping back on in. We'll have to see if Pixel is able to pick up the immediate Game 2. Let's find out. Hopping on over back here. There we go. Again, one day I'll have a proper transition. One day. But today is not that day. As for when it will happen, good question. I don't know. When it does happen, it'll be pretty nice. But, you know, till then, I'll just continue to yap. And just, you know, chill, vibe, and all of that good stuff. And also take a nice drink of coffee real quick while both of our trainers currently set up for the Game 2. We'll have to see what the potential lead is going to be here, as that will probably determine how this match will go. Assuming that it'll be similar to last time, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now beginning Game 2 of Round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Immediately, Pixel will lead off once again with Kangaskhan and Arcanine. And Cody leading with the Arch and a Sneasler, changing it up from last time. White Herb will once again trigger, meaning that Sneasler will have a guaranteed outspeed on both of these Pokemon. Cody most likely having to pick which one he's going to fake out, assuming it will be the Kangaskhan, as the Kangaskhan did put in a lot of work from the last game. We'll have to see if he decides to target it. With the Arch currently staring down a lovely, bulky Arcanine. With the knowledge of last game, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Both trainers taking their time when it comes to selecting moves. Very smart. Very, very smart. Staring down both of their opponents. Looking at Tire's trainers in the eyes. Pixel actually choosing to swap out the Kangaskhan, bring out Gardevoir. They close combat. Going into the Gardevoir, it will be 4 times resisted. Still doing a decent chunk of damage, but it will drop the stats. Dragon Pulse will go into Arcanine, only doing a little under half. Will-O-Wisp will also connect onto Arch, making sure that Arch will no longer get any leftovers recovery. Any damage will now be permanent onto Arch, and not giving it any potential turn-saving stamina boosts. With Sneasler now being in easily Psychic KO range, assuming it has Psychic, we're just gonna pull out the team tree real quick. Actually doesn't have Psychic. So we'll have to see. With the Gardevoir instead of being a Mega Gardevoir, pulling out the Quick Claw. With the Pelipper being brought on out, who is going to set up the range. Moonblast going on into the Sneasler. And bringing it down to 6 HP. Dire Claw will connect, picking up the KO onto the Gardevoir. The crit also being picked up. No idea if it mattered. Probably didn't. But Morning Sun will trigger, but I do believe that is reduced HP due to the fact that the rain is up. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I think I'm correct there. I don't know. Anyway, Whimsicott will be brought on out. Once again, revealing the full team of Pixel. Hanging on to the Kangaskhan in the back. Cody being in a much better position compared to last time. We'll have to see if he's able to keep up this momentum. The Pelipper, if we double check, I do believe has a water move. The Pelipper does indeed have Weather Ball. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Cheers. Oh. Alright, Sneasler is going to swap on out, removing its stat drops, but also removing its unburdened boost. Extreme Speed will connect onto the Arch, allowing it to pick up a nice stamina boost without taking a ton of damage. The Tailwind will also be set up by the Whimsicott, meaning both Pokemon on Pixel side will begin to outspeed. A Weather Ball will go into the Arcanine, picking up the KO. I almost said Kangaskhan. Wrong Pokemon. Same gen. Wrong Pokemon. With the Arch getting some leftovers recovery back, but unfortunately the burn will take it right back. But now it is down to the Kangaskhan. It is still unknown if Cody has the Basculegion. If Pixel decides to Mega Evolve now and potentially remove the Scrappy, there is a chance that the Basculegion will be brought out. Same with Sinistra. It depends what Cody has for the final slot. We don't exactly know yet. But Kangaskhan, even without the Mega, Last Resort is still a very threatening move. The Fake Out will connect onto the Pelipper, doing some decent chunk and preventing it from attacking. Moonblast will also connect onto the Arch, bringing it down to 47 HP. Electroshot will begin to be set up, allowing for the special attack to go up. It will connect onto the Kangaskhan, bringing it down to red. Because of the Fake Out, the Pelipper is unable to move. Another Moonblast threatening to pick up the KO onto the Arch Alodon. It is anyone's match at this moment. But with Pelipper without any Tailwind support, it is guaranteed that Pixel will be able to outspeed both of Cody's Pokemon, potentially securing her victory for game 2. It all comes down to what Cody's final Pokemon is. He does choose to protect the Arch Alodon. Last Resort will connect onto the Pelipper, and it doesn't pick up the KO! Hurricane will go on into the Kangaskhan. It does pick it up, meaning it is down to Whim. Cody has a chance! Leftovers triggering, giving it a little bit of HP back. It is now a 3v1 against the Whimsicott. We are potentially going once again to a game 3. We will have to see who picks what, as both trainers decide what is their next play to guarantee victory. Cody does choose to bring out Pelipper, revealing his final Pokemon is the Sinistra! And chat did correct me, it's actually a 4v1, my bad. Giga Drain will go onto the Sinistra, which is resisted, meaning that Pixel will not be getting a ton of HP back. Flash Cannon going on in, bringing it down to Sash. It is now a with the Spadef drop that most certainly matters. Once again, getting a little bit of HP, immediately brought back. But the Tailwind is gone, meaning Cody now has a chance to outspeed, guaranteed. We'll have to see. Both trainers are picking their actions. A Flash Cannon will connect, pick up the KO. We are going to a Game 3! Once again, the Game 3, ladies and gentlemen! Holy! Once again... Oh, wait, what? I just got kicked out of the room. Well... I just got kicked out of the room! Thanks, Unite.
Doctor,
Yo, May with the raid.
Turn on my cringing
Also, hi, no, my hop in a VC. Blade will drag you into the, Oh, did I say thanks, Unite? I meant thanks, champions. Oops. Welcome on in, Yellow. Hi, May. Thank you for the raid. Shut up, chat. We all make mistakes. How did your stream go? How did your stream go? Hold on, I have to make a new room. If Blade, no, my hop in a VC. Blade will drag you in. Listen, all right, you get the idea. You get the idea. 2 hours of dying to the same boss. Hey, that is so valid. That is so valid. Well, thank you for the raid. We are currently in a Pokemon Champions tournament. I do plan on hosting these monthly. So if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing so far and want to sign up for future tournaments, make sure to join the Discord server. Make sure to do so. Make sure to do so. Alright, new room is up. Hold on. Let me make sure they know. Heads up, new room code. I got kicked out of the previous room. I posted it in the tournament grounds. So you guys can hop back in. Sorry about that. Listen, only the finest of professionalism, chat. But if you have to raid and run May, is A-okay. Thank you once again for the raid. If you choose to stick around, we are having some fantastic matches so far. Fantastic matches. And I also apologize for my, I will be posting stuff after the tournament for future tournaments, Trey. As this tournament is currently going on, future tournaments will be posted over on the tournament ground for future stuff. I'm just currently waiting for our contestants to hop back into the room as your champions decided to kick us out, you know, and that was a little rude. a little rude. Ugh. My drag no might in here. There we go. There we go. Ugh. Still currently waiting for the peeps to join back on in. Because again, champions decided to be rather rude and close the room on us. a little rude. Make sure to hop on into the room real quick. Again, code's been posted. Are we joining a meeting? You're fine. It's not even your match. I'm more waiting for Cody and Pixel to hop back in. You're fine, you know. There's no rush. There's no rush there. You're fine. Also, if people are new and enjoying what you're seeing so far, do consider dropping a follow. It would be appreciated. Imagine if they're battling. True. Yeah, they're actually playing the game 3. I just I can't see it myself, you know? I can't see it myself. We don't know how the game 3 is going, actually. Let me make it up in my brain. Alright, they're immediately setting up the rain. The Arcanine is gonna go for the extreme speed onto the Sneasler, but the Sneasler does survive! I'm mental projecting the match onto all y'all's heads. Oh Lord. Hey, all I'm saying is hopefully this gets fixed up before the next one. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Draw in MS Paint. Oh yeah. So guys, as you can see here, the Arcanine is actually going for a Flare Blitz onto the slot right here. He's gonna take out. Oh, he's gonna take out the this guy here. It's gonna be awesome, bro. Trust me. And then after that, he's gonna pick up the Electroshock KO. Now, as you see, guys, I work for the Pokemon Company. All right, I work for the Pokemon Company. I worked there for 20 years. So now we're gonna have the about both his account and my main account. And then because I'm excited to Ben 10 brain rot with you. Trust me, as soon as my copy of the Ben 10 Dynamite comic shows up, I'm going to start live dubbing the comic. Trust me, that's the plan. I just have to wait for my copy to show up in the mail, which, you know, hopefully hopefully it will. I would like my copy. I would really like my copy of the Ben 10 Dynamite comic to show up. And then I gotta also learn all that. Hi, James. We're currently on game 3 of round 2. We're just waiting for both our players to hop into the room. You know? Yeah, we're currently still waiting. But it's fine, it's fine. There's no rush. Things happen, things happen. But yeah, no, once we get there, we'll be good to go. I hate editing. Editing happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Quickly check on these two. I don't know if people are AFK or not. I'm hoping. Oh. I kicked out of the room. I was be like, hey, oh my lord. Just get kicked out? I got kicked out of the room. Oh, I got kicked out, so I had to be like, hey. Because, yeah, no, they're literally playing the match as normal. Oh, my lord. I feel bad. I feel bad. But, like... I feel bad, but, you know, and, sometimes it happens. It really was the case. Songo got it on the money where they are currently battling. Oh my lord. Oh my god. I just feel like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Do they gotta restart? They do have to restart, yeah. Cause I can't see it. I can't see the game. Oh my lord. Okay, question. Was the dragon looking version of you? Oh! That's Ridley Hale. And Koopa. Well, there's Ridley Hale and there's Koopa Hale, so. Professional tournament, guys. Oh, trust me. So professional. So professional. Hey, it's the first one. I'm gonna learn. Alright, I'm gonna learn over time. That's how it works. That's how it works. Oh, Lord. Alright, they're in the room now. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Now we can begin game 2. Or game 3. Now, here we are, ladies and germs. We are back with the game 3! We are back! We are back! I know! We've returned! We have returned here, and now we can continue with the tournament. Yeah, I apologize for the delay there, ladies and gents. But, hey, we're back now. Oh, excuse me. But we are once again back, and we're here to kick some ass. Oh, this is round 2. Round 2, game 3. Allow us to begin! We've got the double Intimidate lead with the Incineroar and the Arcanine being brought on in. Meaning while the white herb will trigger, it will not... Wait, actually... Oh! Wait, does the... Oh, it got rid of both of them! Oh, I don't know how that interaction works. Well, would you look at that? But okay, so if you ignore what I said... Immediately, the Sneasler negates both Intimidates from the Arcanine and the Incineroar. Pelipper and Sneasler staring down, while Sneasler having, once again, the fake out potential on either of these Pokemon and outspeeding the Incineroar, potentially blocking their own fake out. We'll have to see how this goes. We'll have to see how this goes. With a Weather Ball threatening either Pokemon, Pixel is going to choose to swap out the Arcanine, bringing, once again, the Whimsicott. Fake Out does go into the Incineroar, blocking their own. Weather Ball connects with the Whim. It does not connect with the Incineroar. It's still doing very close to half HP of damage. With the Incineroar actually also being leftovers, giving a little bit of Lefty's HP back. Both opponents now is deciding how to approach. Sneasler is going to threaten a potential KO onto the Incineroar, with Tailwind most likely being set up any second now. Dire Claw does go into the Whim, picking up the KO, preventing any Tailwind from happening. A Weather Ball also connects onto the Incineroar, picking up a double KO! Meaning already Pixel is down to their final 2 Pokemon. Bringing out the Arcanine and the Gardevoir. Meaning Mega Kangaskhan has not been brought into this match, and another Intimidate will go off. This one actually sticking with the Sneasler. The Pelipper staring down an easy KO onto the Arcanine, with Cody potentially looking to end this match as soon as possible. We will have to see. We will have to see. A Quick Claw will trigger, allowing the Gardevoir to go first. Moonblast goes in. It does connect with Sneasler, but does not pick up the KO. Dire Claw does go into the Gardevoir. And one-shotting, meaning already Pixel is down with the crit. Meaning Pixel's already down to her final Pokemon. Flare Bud's going on into the Sneasler. The rain will allow it to do less damage, but still picking up the KO on the Sneasler. A Weather Ball most likely potentially picking up a KO within this range. Picking it up, already ending Game 3. Meaning round 2 is going to go to Cody. Oh, damn. All right, let me do a little bit of this. All right, let me undeafen real quick. All right, hello, hello, hello.
Ow.
I'm so sorry about that.
So sorry.
I'm
I'm mostly mad that we didn't get to see the actual third match that we had, because me and Jess were fucking going at it.
Yes, I kind of wish we would have just finished that one, and just because it's not like I'm gonna lie and be like, no, I lost. No, I won, dude. No, I totally won. Because like you forfeited, and I was like, what? I was like, that could have gone either way. I didn't win that. And then I went over to the Discord because when things come up, I got to minimize everything because my focus, and that's probably what happened in the third game there. I lost my focus.
I'm so sorry. The game kicked me out, so I was unable to see what was going on. I mean, it comes like if you the brain's having a moment. I guess it will come down to if you want to count the last one. I'm okay with that. It depends which one you do want to count.
We can. I mean, Cody can win that. That's this last one. I totally messed that. It's good. I also I'm old and I got stuff to do.
Understandable.
I'm so sorry.
But no,
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not like I ain't trying to say like I had fun. I love playing Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
No, honestly though, our first two games were really good. The first game was pretty good for me, and then the second game it was down to if I could definitely mess it up if I chose the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was like that game 2 was like something that I'd watch at like the semis or finals at like an NAIC.
Oh yeah.
Like
both the first matches were phenomenal. Like genuinely, you both played very well.
But yeah, we'll just kind of forget about that last one.
Yeah. I wish that, like I said, I wish that our original third match was like the one that was being shown, because that was another one that was on par with game 2.
I'm so sorry. Champions decided to kick me out so I couldn't see it.
Damn you, Pokemon Company!
But make sure to go support Pixel. Once again, they are part of my Newborns Champion Draft League. If you guys want to go
let's go.
If you guys do want to go check them out, you can find their information on the Discord server in the players channel. Thank you once again for joining. I am so sorry about how the final.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'll be here next time too. So,
hell yeah!
we'll see you.
I look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Good luck. Have a good one.
Take care. Take care. All right, Cody. So, your next opponent, if I can pull up this stuff. Also, welcome on in, new chatters. I apologize. Once again, this is a tournament stream, so I won't be interacting with chat as much. Cody, next you'll be fighting Nomite. How are you feeling about your next match?
That's a good question, because I actually need to go and look at the team sheet, because I will say it's going to be a match. for sure. I don't think that like there's a couple things that I'm looking at and I'm just like, oh, this might be rough for me. But there's a couple other things that I feel that if I, as with anything, if I play it right, I make good predictions, educated guesses on what my opponent's going to do, I do not think that I'm going to lose. But once again, it's just, hey, if I press all the right buttons, I win.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Well,
but also, that's not a in any way detracting from the possibility of me getting my ass handed to me in a cardboard box.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing your match, and I'll see you in the next round.
All right.
Baba boy. All right. Round 3 is going to be, if I quickly deafen once again, round 3 is going to be Kennedy versus Skolvit. If you two could hop on into the table 1, it would be appreciated. We'll see how it goes. Once again, please make sure everyone in chat, you all support the contenders of today's tournament on their socials. Please, it would be appreciated. Again, apologies for any scuff. Once again, this is the first tournament we are hosting for this, so I am learning as much as I can for any future ones. We are also now going to go into the into the next one. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Okay, this is correct. My brain had a moment. All right, well, let us start things up. The first one I'm hosting for Pokemon Pixel. This is the first one I'm hosting. All right. Skolvit with the Chandelure, Como, Whimsicott, Victory Bell, Tinkaton, and the Samurott, and Kennedy repping the Absol, Talonflame, Ariados, Sylveon, Female Basculesian, and Garchomp. We'll have to see how this round goes. With Kennedy bringing a very unorthodox team, we're using female Basculesian compared to the male Basculesian. For those that don't know, yes, there is a difference between the lot. Basculesian and Talonflame going to be the lead, staring down the Mega Chandelure and the Tinkaton. The Tinkaton, I believe, if I double check, is own tempo. It is, so it will protect from any Intimidate drops, immediately swapping out. Bringing in the Como. For those that don't know, the difference between male and female Basculesian is female Basculesian is on a special attacker compared to male Basculesian. Talonflame is going to go for a protect, while the Basculesian is immediately going to go for a Muddy Water. Doing a little bit of damage on both the Como and the Samurott, but both do have the resist and accuracy drop happening onto the Como, which will immediately make it so the Como does have to play a little bit of the gambling game with all of its moves. No, I believe Aura Sphere always connects. I believe. I could be wrong. I don't think that move checks for accuracy. Basculesian will swap out, bringing out Sylveon, blocking from any potential dragon moves, but Como immediately also going to switch out after being brought in. Chandelure being brought back out, staring down non-ghost Pokemon as well. So it will take the Dual Wing beat, which is priority thanks to the Gale Wings. Ceaseless Edge will connect onto the Sylveon, setting up spikes onto Kennedy's side. We still haven't seen Kennedy's final Pokemon, which I believe might be a Mega. We'll have to see. Both sides having about equal advantage at this point, both with Kennedy keeping one Pokemon in the back as a secret. A Mega Chandelure has been revealed, allowing its Infiltrator to bypass any potential screens that Kennedy may be thinking of setting up. Tailwind is going to also be brought, meaning Sylveon will be able to outspeed quite a few Pokemon, but not enough to connect into the Aqua Cutter. Citrus will proc, allowing Sylveon to get some HP back, and knocking out the Samurott in return and doing decent damage onto Chandelure, even for a resisted hit. Trick Room also immediately being set up, meaning Kennedy is guaranteed to be outsped thanks to his own Tailwind. With Como and Tinkaton in the back, they are now going to be able to outspeed, though Como does have to play very carefully as neither of its stabs will do damage to Sylveon with it being fully immune to the Dragon type. And you have to think about his plays very, very carefully. He does still have priority on Talonflame thanks to having full HP. Dual Wing Beat will connect. And just barely getting close to picking up the KO. Leaving Como down to 30 HP. A Heat Wave will come in. And the Sylveon dodges it. However, the Gale Wings is no longer in effect. A critical hit onto the Talonflame as well. Clanging Skills will go in, potentially picking up the KO. And it does! Sylveon is now the final Mon on the field. Defenses are dropped with Como. A Hyper Beam going into the Chandelure! And picking up the KO! Meaning Scorvit is down to his final 2 Pokemon. Sylveon staring down the opponent. We still know that Kennedy has the Basculegion, but we're not fully aware of the final Pokemon that they are bringing. Tinkaton coming back on into the field. And Absol being Kennedy's final Mon. If we double check the team sheet, I do believe that is indeed a... Double checking. Yep, it is indeed a Mega Absol being Kennedy's Mega on the team. It is, however, a bit of a gamble as the Como can potentially pick up any KOs. It is low HP. We're not exactly sure what it could potentially do to pick up any KO. Detect will go off. Trying to stall out the Como. Aura Sphere will not connect thanks to the Detect. Gets a Hammer connecting onto the Sylveon. Knocking it out, meaning both sides are down to their final 2 Pokemon each. We'll have to see how this goes. Basculegion coming back on out. It is, once again, the special attacking Basculegion, meaning it will have options to spread. Trick Room is up for 2 more turns. If we double check the team sheet, the Absol does have access to Sucker Punch. Though any misplay when it comes to that can result in picking up the KO with Tinkaton. We will have to see if Kennedy takes the risk, as the Como is the thing that is potentially leaving him from victory. The Absol does choose to Mega Evolve. Unfortunately, no Absol Z just yet. Still just base Mega Absol. Sucker Punch does connect! And picks up the KO with Como, meaning it's now down to Tinkaton. The Play Rough goes in, and it does not connect with Absol! Muddy Water will once again also go off, doing very solid damage onto it, and lowering the accuracy! With Tailwind ending, only 1 turn of Trick Room left. Can Tinkaton actually do it? It is now the 2v1. Kennedy stalling out the final turn of Trick Room with the Absol. Gigaton Amber connecting onto Basculegion. It is now down to Tinkaton versus Absol. Will Absol be able to do enough damage to take out the Tinkaton? Trick Room ending, meaning Kennedy should be able to outspeed now. But will he do enough damage to pick up the KO? Or will he have to rely on misses, as once again, the accuracy drop has been triggered? Close combat will connect. And picks up the KO! Just barely scraping by, Kennedy picks up game 1! A very close game 1, ladies and gents. Holy! Hi, Ed. Hi, Jess. Welcome on in, gamers. For those who are just joining us, once again, we are hosting a tournament today. This is the plan for today. Once again, if people want to join future tournaments, make sure to grab the tournament role on the Discord server as we enter Game 2. Baba Booey. Once again, we are staring down Kennedy having the probably one of the most unorthodox teams on this tournament, bringing both a Mega Absol and the Ariados. But Skobit still having yet to bring that Mega Victory Bell. It is still one of those Pokemon where we have yet to see what exactly its purpose is for. We'll find out as soon as we can. We will have to see. A nice quick drink of coffee. Because you know we need coffee. If you don't have coffee, everything crumbles. Beginning Game 2 of the semifinals. Garchomp and Absol now being the lead. Kennedy deciding to bring in his Garchomp. Tinkaton and Whimsicott being a very solid lead, giving him fake out pressure. Everyone take a nice sip of your beverage of choice. Cheers, ladies and germs. Skobit does have quite a bit of pressure, having both Fake Out and Tailwind turn 1. Kennedy not necessarily having a lot to work with. The Garchomp is, if we double check, I believe it is White Herb Garchomp. It is not exactly the Garchomp that I thought it would be. Ariados is going to come on in, meaning we are both now seeing the Garchomp and the Ariados this game from Kennedy. Tailwind is going to be set up on that side, meaning there is no Fake Out. Stomping Tantrum onto the Como. Como should be able to tank the hit. Maybe a little bit more damage than Skobit maybe would have wanted, but it's still better than losing the Tinkaton. Garchomp immediately going for a Protect. Ariados staring down both sides of the field. A Moonblast will connect onto Ariados. And he drops. Oh, the special attack drop on the Ariados. Not sure if exactly matters, but you never know, you never know. The clinging skills will connect. And not pick up the KO. The Ariados hanging on for dear life, going for the string shot. Meaning it will now allow the Garchomp to potentially outspeed the Como. For those who don't know, Ariados has been picking up in usage as of recently for being both a redirector and having access to very good speed control with String Shot. String Shot is double target and -2. Tinkaton being once again brought back in. Rage Powder allowing the Garchomp to be protected from a potential Moonblast from the Whimsicott. But due to Whimsicott being a grass type, it will ignore it and still connect. The special attack dropping, I don't think it necessarily matters, but don't worry, the White Herb will allow it to be able to tank it. Dragon Claw is be able to be blocked by Tinkaton. With 2 fairies on the field, Garchomp does not exactly like the situation it is currently staring down. Kennedy, you have to think of his next turn very carefully. He was able to pick up... Excuse me. He was able to pick up Game On, but we'll have to see. The Ariados is going to immediately be taken out. Skobit trying to get as much pressure as he can, trying to go to a Game 3 already. Wim will connect the Moonblast and picks up the KO! Meaning Kennedy is already down to his final 2 Mons! The Tailwind is going to end on the Whimsicott. Once again, Absol is returning along with Sylveon. A Gigaton Hammer, the Tinkaton in particular, threatening a lot of pressure onto both these Mons, as a Gigaton Hammer will most likely one-shot along with the Moonblast and Play Rough combo onto the Absol. We will have to see how Kennedy will play around this. It's not looking good, and we were potentially about to see a Game 3 depending on what Skovit decides to do. Kennedy is going to play it safe, but using Detect. Tinkaton actually following suit with its own Protect. Tailwind being set up. Playing it very safe. Mystical Fire does not connect onto Tinkaton. Calling out the attack onto it, leaving Tinkaton safe and allowing for a very free Tailwind. And Kennedy deciding that his best play is just to immediately move on to Game 3. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, we are going already to a Game 3. Game 3s for everyone! All of these players, I think we have a phenomenal group of players, honestly, with everyone being able to play as hard as possible to make sure that they are not immediately eliminated from this tournament. Everything being incredibly close. Very thankful. Once again, Game 3 being on the training arena. I know, we go from a very nice looking stadium with tons of people to immediately be like, alright, you want to do your Game 3, fucking go over to the gym or something, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. He's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna do it over, you're just gonna do it over to the gym, you know? you can have your little fight over there, you know, in the corner. We still have yet to see that victory bell from Skorvit. There is a genuine chance we will never see it. I'm sure people are thriving to see the Mega Victory Bell as we enter Game 3. Basculegion and Talonflame once again being the lead with Whimsicott and Samurott. Skovit immediately putting a lot of pressure with the type advantage on their side. But we also have to remember that Talonflame does have access to Gale Wings boosted, I believe also Big Beak boosted Dual Wing Beat. Let me double check, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is Sharp Beak. I mean, there is a chance that it will pick up a KO onto the Whimsicott, as it should outspeed if it is max speed. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Kennedy going for a very safe switch, bringing in the Garchomp, assuming there might be a Ceaseless Edge going into it. The Protect on the whim immediately going off. Kennedy connecting onto it, not being able to attack the whim first one, and calling it out, knocking out the Talonflame immediately. Immediate KO turn 1. Once again, Absol is going to come on back, putting pressure onto the opponent as the Garchomp and the Absol stare down the Hisuian Samurott and the Whimsicott. And hopefully mega victory. I want to see that Mega Victory Bell. Listen, you are not bringing a Mega Victory Bell, and you're not bringing it. All right, I need to see it. I need to see it. Both trainers exactly taking their time when it comes to selecting their moves. Kennedy having to play very safe, and he's already a Pokemon down. Round 1 of Game 3. He is going to go for a detect. We'll have to see if Skovit has picked up on this pattern, as Kennedy continues to always seem to detect his Absol turn 1. Moonblast will connect, doing a massive chunk of damage. Rock Slide will connect. It misses! Only hitting onto the Samurott, but potentially could flinch. And it does! He gets the flinch, which potentially saved his Garchomp. We'll potentially have to rely on the Rock Slide flinches to keep Kennedy's Pokemon alive. We will have to see. with Skolvit's immense pressure being put on, and we still don't even know what they have in the back. Kennedy swapping out, bringing back in the Basculegion. With Kennedy immediately Mega Evolving. Allowing the Absol to at least do more damage and have a little bit more bulk. Tailwind is brought up. We'll have to see what they go for when it comes to the Hisuian Samurott. Ceaseless Edge will connect onto Absol, doing a decent chunk of damage even for a resisted hit. Spikes will be set up. Close combat is going to go into the Samurott and picks up the KO. Leaving Absol down to both its defenses by 1. Meaning it is once again in Moonblast range. We'll have to see how Kennedy plays around that. He does have Sucker Punch, meaning he can potentially outspeed. The victory bell has been brought, ladies and gentlemen! We finally get to see the victory bell! On Game 3 of Round 2! The Mega Victory Bell is real! Kennedy staring down both the Whim and the Victory Bell. The Victory Bell immediately going for the Mega Evolution, ladies and gentlemen! Mega Victory Bell! Who is, in my opinion, one of the most disappointing Megas in this game. I'm still going for the Detect. Blocking the Moonblast. With Basculegion staring down. But the Victory Bell manages to outspeed thanks to Tailwind. And gets a massive Giga Drain off. Ice Beam will connect onto Whim. And doesn't pick up the KO. Whim is down to HP. However, it potentially might be in Sucker Punch range. We are not fully sure. Tailwind is up for at least 2 more turns. We'll have to see how Kennedy manages to pull this back, as right now Skolvit is in an amazing position, having a mystery Pokemon still in the back. Sucker Punch does go off and does pick up the KO. With Victory Bell staring down, it does pick up on the Basculegion, meaning Kennedy is down to his final 2 Mons. Both sides down to final Pokemon. With both Mega Evolutions revealed and on the field. Garchomp is brought out. Along with the Tinkaton has returned. Tinkaton at quite a bit of... with both Pokemon now staring down. The Garchomp taking a little bit of chip damage from the 2 layers of spikes on Kennedy's side of the field. Detect will go off, assuming he wants to stall out that Tailwind. And as soon as it runs out, he potentially will be able to outspeed both these Mons. Play Rough will connect onto the Absol. No accuracy drops this time around. Sludge Bomb going into the Absol as well, trying to get rid of it as soon as possible. The Tailwind has ended. With both Pokemon staring down, trying to pick up their next play. Both of Skolvit's Pokemon are full HP. So we'll have to see how it goes. The Protect does go off on the Tinkaton. Was Kennedy able to call it out? Sucker Punch does go into Victory Bell. Dragon Claw goes in as well, but doesn't pick up. The Giga Drain will. The Mega Victory Bell being able to survive both of the attacks. And thank you for the follow. Meaning it is now just down to the Mega Absol with a full HP Tinkaton staring it down. We'll have to see if Kennedy manages to pull this out. The Mega Victory Bell is real and might be able to secure the Game 3. Sucker Punch, and it fails! With Gigaton Hammer going off. Picks up the KO, meaning Skolvit is moving on to the finals. GG from both sides of the field. Both trainers playing exceptionally well, ladies and gentlemen. Let us hop on over here real quick. Alrighty. Let me quickly do a little bit of this and a little bit, where's my, there it is. I know how to click buttons. Hello. Hello,
My mic is muted. Oops.
You're all good. Hello, Kennedy. Hello, Scorvet. So, Kennedy, how do you think your matches went?
I kind of played like shit. I won't lie.
You had a very
that game. That game 2 was miserable. I just I made the most obvious moves possible.
I mean, hey, it happens, my dude. You had a very solid game 1, though.
The game 1, I learned the information from the game 1 that I needed to win game 2, and I immediately thought, you know what would be funny? If I bought Rage Powder into 2 grass types.
Hey, listen, man, it generally happens to the best of us, to be fair. It does happen to the best of us.
My general thought process was oh, I can use knockoff to get the KO on the Chandelier, and then Rage Powder the Whimsicott, and then I was just bruh. I genuinely just threw, if I poison jabbed that Whimsicott game 2, it probably died.
Well, you play to the best that you could, at least today. And also, I will say the Ariados was very rad to see, so you at least got some style points there.
The team I had didn't have flaws. It was me that kind of did shit, you know?
Well, it happens. It happens. You got the game. Well, you did manage to get it to game 3, so we take those. We do take those, my good sir.
GG's.
GG's indeed. So, Scorvet, I need to ask, what does the Mega Victory Bell do? I need to know.
So, you know what Mega Venusaur does?
Yes.
It's that, but with Strike Zap.
So
That's it.
So
That's it.
So instead of Leech Seed, you're clicking Strength Zap.
Yes.
Would you say that you would prefer the Venusaur, or did you want to bring Mega Victory Bell?
Victory Bell was funnier because it's a bit more of an optional Mega, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Innards Out is just a funny ability.
It is very funny.
So.
It is very funny. I just had to know when it came to the Victory Bell. I just had to know. Because the entire time I was waiting to see that thing. Well,
and fun fact, I had it in the back game too.
Oh, you did?
I had it in the back game too. Yes. So I didn't get to bring it out, but I'm glad I brought it too.
Hell yeah. Well, you're moving on to the finals, my good sir. Are you worried about any of the 2 potential opponents you will be facing?
I'm feeling a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I can do it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, my good sir. And I'll see you in the finals.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Alrighty. So, if Nomai and Cody could hop on into table 1, that would be appreciated. It is time for the final semi-finals. And all of that. Also, make sure to everyone say GG to Kennedy, as they did fight well. I know they don't do content, but make sure to go support our contenders, regardless of how well they do today. GG's indeed. Alrighty, the finals, semi-finals, all of the finals. Channel point predictions once again going back up. And here we go, ladies and germs. The final semi-finals, with Cody once again bringing his Rain team, and Nomite bringing a very unconventional but interesting team of Dragapult, Snorlax, Blastoise, Cerulege, Raichu, and Gorboder. We'll have to see what Nomite is bringing with this potential team. This was the team that, admittedly, I am the most interested in. as a very unconventional team, not one that you see very often when it comes to at least this kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. Also, hi Lucas. Listen, again, chat. I haven't done commentary tournament style for a long time, so I gotta get back into the swing of things. Eventually, listen. This is why I gotta eventually get a combo commentator, right? Eventually. Once again, if people do want to sign up for future tournaments, make sure to join the Discord server, !Discord. I will be posting information of upcoming tournaments over on the Tournament Ground channel on the Discord. If you guys don't see that, make sure to enable all channels on the Discord server and get the tournament roll. After the stream, we will be doing a vote for the next tournament dates. Without further ado, Game 1 of the final semi-final thingy-majig. I don't know. Leading off with Snorlax and Garbodor, both of them being quite lovely shinies, as the Sneasler and the Pelipper are also brought on out. So Snorlax, we have a basic idea of what it usually does in most games. It is mostly a very specially bulky Pokemon. Garbodor, on the other hand, I'm not particularly too familiar with what Garbodor does. If we pull up Nomite's team sheet, the Garbodor does have an interesting moveset of Spikes, Poison Jab, Seed Bomb, and Payback. So we'll have to see, along with the Snorlax being a pretty bulky Double Edge and Earthquake attacker, though I don't think we will be seeing the Earthquake anytime soon, especially with the Garbodor on that side of the field. A Protect does go off with the Pelipper. Close combat immediately connecting onto the Snorlax, bringing it down to 31 HP. Special attack and special defense dropping. Citrus will allow the Snorlax to get a little bit of HP back. White Herb also triggering, meaning Sneasler will have the Unburden boost. Spikes is also being set up from the Garbodor. Snorlax being the last one to attack. We'll have to see what it does. It goes with a counter! One-shotting the Sneasler! That Snorlax immediately attacking back from the Sneasler. Holy! Arch Audon will be brought back onto the field, taking a little bit of damage from Spikes. Counter is a move, an interesting tech move I haven't seen used in quite some time, so seeing a Snorlax being able to bounce back on a Sneasler is very funny. We'll have to see what happens here, most likely assuming that the Arch is going to go for some Electro Shots to try and get its special attack up. Electro Shot will go off. I have to see who it is going for. Will it go for the Garbodor or will it go for the Snorlax? We'll have to find out in a second. Its chosen target being the Snorlax, picking up the KO on it after the chip damage from the Sneasler. Now Garbodor staring down its opponent, going for a Poison Jab, not doing a ton of damage, but getting the poison onto the Pelipper. Pelipper being a rather physically bulky Pokemon for those who are unfamiliar with it. Hurricane will connect, doing over half, leading to a potential 2-shot onto Garbodor. Leftovers HP will allow the Arch to take back any damage that came in from the Spikes. Poison is slowly chipping at the Pelipper. We'll have to see what Nomite brings in next for the Pokemon. Nomite bringing in the Blastoise, who is holding the Blastoidite as the sole Mega of this team, as Mega Raichu is currently not in the game, which I think is weird. I would like to see Mega Raichu, but, you know, we'll see what it does in the future. Currently staring down, Arch is going to go for a Protect. The Blastoise blocking its Fake Out. Poison Jab once again connecting. Oh, and low rolling onto Pelipper, not even bringing into Poison pickup range. Hurricane will go off, picking up the KO onto Garbodor, knocking it down, leaving Nomite onto their final Pokemon already. There is still plenty of pressure on the field, however, with the potential Mega Blastoise happening any second, having access to Water Spout if the Arch does not outspeed. A lot of Pelipper do invest into bulk, so we'll have to see how many hits that the Pelipper can take, or potentially outspeed the Blastoise to try and whittle down its potential Water Spout. as in the rain, Blastoise's Water Spout is one of the most scary moves in the game, especially when it comes to spread. The Dragapult is going to be the final Pokemon, being a mix of a supportive Mon and also a offensive Mon, having access to Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, Will-O-Wisp, and U-Turn. While the Pelipper on Cody's side does have access to Wide Guard, the Wide Guard will actually not protect from a Dragon Darts, as Dragon Darts is considered a single target move before it goes off. We'll have to see, especially with the Dragapult being the fastest Mon on the field. Does Cody remember this fact about Dragon Darts? Let's find out. Both trainers taking their time, selecting their next moves very carefully. As while Cody does have one more Pokemon in the back, we're not exactly sure what it could be. The Mega Blastoise is going to go off. Will it outspeed the Arch and be able to be able to kill it before an Electroshock goes off? We'll have to see. Actually going for Will-O-Wisp! Instead of Dragon Darts, we will see a Will-O-Wisp. And the Arch outspeeds! Threatening to pick up a KO onto the Blastoise! A now +2 Arch, firing off Electroshock, connects with the Blastoise and picking up the one-shot. Meaning it is now a 3v1, staring down the Dragapult. Dragapult is going to get hit by the Hurricane and will do over half damage. The Dragapult having to do a lot to pick up any potential KOs onto into the Arch. With the Arch being able to pick up a lot of hits, I don't think that Nomite is going to be able to do enough to secure the victory, but we will have to see. The Dragon Darts does go off. It does do damage, triggering the stamina boost. It does take out the Pelipper, but it is not enough to take out the Arch. The Arch does go for Dragon Ball, meaning Cody is going to be taking game 1. Oh, lordy lord. Also, welcome on in, Seppi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Lord, my neck. I apologize, chat. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oops. You don't see that. You don't see that. Whoa. You don't see the room. Whoa, you don't see any room. I'm such a professional tournament host. Ooh, I know. I'm so good at this. Shut up, chat. Shut up. Oh Lord, but we are gonna go to game 2 any second now. Must have been the win. Oh Lord, I know. I'm so professional at this chat. Listen, I'll get more stuff eventually. I'll get more stuff eventually. We'll get there eventually. Oh. All right, now beginning game 2. We will have to see how this goes. Cody versus Nomite. Gonna skedaddle back onto here. I know. Whoa, crazy. Now have to see what's going on. Once again, back into the gym arena, because we don't have any more arenas. It'd be really cool if we had more. I'm just saying. We have yet to see the Raichu or the Ceruledge from Nomite. We'll have to see if they potentially bring those. I believe that the Raichu does not actually have fake out, surprisingly, it being a more offensive Raichu. We still have yet to see Cody bring the Meganium, as that is the final Pokemon we've yet to see, so potentially maybe bring it. Though the Garbodor does threaten it, so most likely we'll be going for safe plays when it comes to trying to get the win here. Which is very fair, as if Cody wins this, he will be moving on to the finals. Both trainers taking their time, trying to figure out what is the ideal for Pokemon to bring to these. We will have to see. We will have to see. Ugh. Also, Excuse me, my joints are all just stiff anyway. All right, game 2, let's do this. Immediately starting off with the Ceruledge and the Garbodor, changing things up from last time. Cody once again starting with the Sneasler and the Pelipper, a very smart start for Cody as it does immediately give him Tailwind and Fake Out pressure. Both of them staring down their opponent, trying to figure out what is the best case scenario here. Trying to figure out the most optimal plays to go. With Nomite not having very many options to protect, actually having no protects, allowing for easy fake outs, immediately blocking the Garbodor from going for many attacks. A Shadow Claw will connect, threatening the 2-hit KO. There is no Shadow Sneak onto it, but a Weather Ball will go in, immediately connecting to the Ceruledge and 1-hit KOing it. Giving Cody immediate pressure to the game 2. With a little bit of leftovers recovery, he will be able to get a decent chunk of the fake out damage back. But Nomite having to bring out their next Pokemon, thinking out very carefully what to bring into this kind of situation. Potentially the Raichu, potentially the Blastoise, we're not exactly sure yet. Both the opponents staring down. Nomite thinking very carefully how to approach this. Bringing out the Blastoise, once again having fake out pressure. Though with Water Spout being its only water attacking move, it is a very big gamble. It is a very big gamble, as if it takes any sort of damage, it will immediately weaken its very powerful move. Cody also does have Wide Guard, meaning if Nomite does risk a potential Water Spout, it can take the hit. Yes, chat, gambling has been mentioned. We do love a little bit of gambling. Cody is going to play it safe, swapping out the Sneasler, bringing out the Arch-Alodon once again. Going for a Protect with Pelipper. The Fake Out going off, allowing the Arch to be able to tank the hits. And giving it a nice stamina boost. Spikes being set up, allowing for Chip in any case of the Sneasler coming out, and Cody's 4th Mystery Mon. And being returned to full HP, but with a +1 defense boost. The Garbodor having to stare down the threat of the Arch, not having many options to be able to hit it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Might being in a very tough situation, as Cody, to my knowledge, has taken 0 damage from either side of the outside of the Shadow Claw, having for the most part a decently healthy Sneasler. And if the Meganium is in the back and Garbodor is taken out, Meganium will be able to take over the game. Keyword, if the Meganium has been brought. Both trainers taking their sweet time when it comes to picking it. To see what happens. Ooh, as I take my coffee so my throat doesn't hurt. I would have thought yapping for so long at such a loud volume would allow for a throat to hurt. Could it be me? That's for sure. Both teams taking their time. Unless... May take a while. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, did we have an error? No, Mike, do we have a... Hold on. Hold on. Hey, it has an error. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, Electroshot has been... Electroshot has gone in. Setting up the +1 onto the special attack, immediately connecting onto the Blastoise, one-shotting it. Wouldn't be VGC with that little scuff, you damn right. You're damn right. A Spikes does go off, setting up another lair. Hurricane will connect onto the Garbodor. doing very solid damage once again, putting it, and the confusion as well. I will say from the stream share, I think so reading stream share real quick, is there any errors? Nomai, is everything good? Just I'm just checking from the wording. Just making sure everything's good there. Oh, okay, it's internet. Gotcha. Sorry about that. Wanted to make sure there was no disconnects. Nomai actually bringing out the Raichu, being the last Pokemon we have yet to see. It, once again, not having any fake out, meaning that it is currently down to can Raichu pick up enough KOs alongside the Arch. Cody swapping out, bringing back the Sneasler. It will take quite a bit of damage from the spikes. Flash Cannon will connect onto Garbodor. Garbodor going down, meaning it's now just down to Raichu. Raichu going for the knockoff. Taking off the leftovers, but along with that, giving it another stamina boost, but making sure that the Arch, whatever damage it now does, is permanent. It being a 4v1 against the Raichu. It is not looking good for Nomai, but we'll have to see if they manage to pull out anything. The Raichu is a Shuckaberry Raichu with Volt Tackle. Fake Out will connect. A Dragon Pulse will go off. And picks up the KO, meaning Cody will be going to the finals. Good games indeed, ladies, gents, and everyone in between. Let me swap on over to here real quick. All right, bada boom, bada bing. Where's my button? There it is. All right. Hello. Oh, what a match. Good.
Yeah, I'm having I like a lot of what Gnome's team has going on. The thing that really allowed me to operate with basically impunity is that there is zero protect, zero redirection. There was, I feel, even honestly, if that Raichu had Lightning Rod instead of Static, it would have been much scarier for me.
Yeah, I didn't actually see the fact it was Static. Very interesting choice. So, Nomai, how are you feeling after the match that was held? What's going? Oh. I will say the oh, sorry. Oh. Everything good?
The fountain, all that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, sorry. I was about to ask how are we feeling after the matches?
I mean, I did ask like, what was all this? This pretty much my first time being in an official tournament like this, so I didn't know what to expect.
It's all good. I mean, we all start.
All good.
Yeah, no, we all start somewhere. I will say the counter Snorlax was hype as hell. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was not expecting that Snorlax to knock out that Sneasler in one hit.
Yeah, no. Counter will do pretty much the same damage but doubled. So the second I saw the counter, I'm like, oh, that Sneasler's gone.
Yeah, I said, well, goodbye.
That was awesome. But no.
At that point, honestly, the Sneasler had served its function, so I was just like, all right, it's time to just let it go.
Understandable.
Yeah, no, like you said, this is your first time. I like a lot of your team choices. There is some things that I feel that at a later point, if you ever want, like, just kind of like what I feel it could use to enhance what you're doing, I'm more than happy to talk to you about it.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, no, because the main thing I fully agree with Cody is Protect is massive. Just throwing on Protect or Redirection alone will help massively when it comes to future stuff. Protect, in my opinion, is the best move in the game. So how?
Yeah, I've been going through a whole bunch of like single battles, just trying to raise my like single ranks.
Yeah.
Pretty much Elo stuck on Ultra right now. So you know where I'm going with.
Doubles is a significantly different format in
Yes.
how you need to set up your team compositions. Namely, like we mentioned, Protect is a much bigger deal in doubles.
Yeah.
Stuff like Rage Powder and Follow Me also, I think, would protect your Blastoise. Your Raichu with should have Lightning Rod. Trust me on that.
Yeah, no lightning.
Yeah, I was told that,
Yeah.
but I was not focusing on that. I was just trying to get ready for that Mega Raichu to make an appearance in the future.
All good, all good.
Fair.
But yeah, no, generally, if you need help with doubles, by all means, there are plenty of people in this community. I'm sure they are more than willing to help out, so don't you worry.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And if you have, if there's anything else you want to know for future stuff, by all means, I hope to see you in future tournaments, my dude.
All right.
All right, take care. Thank you for joining.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
For the opportunity.
Of course. Let everyone in chat make sure to say GG's and all of that good stuff. Thank you for joining. And so, Cody, you are moving on to the finals. How are we feeling?
I am feeling pretty good. I'm going to bring up... Squovet's team is going to be very interesting for me to face. I'm going to have to make some choices on what goes where and when, because one of the things that I've always been a little bit just trying to figure out how I handle it is particularly with Whimsicott. Like, I feel I have a couple answers that are pretty good, but the handling Whimsicott in a bubble versus handling Whimsicott with a partner Pokemon is a completely different ball game. Because, like, of course I could, just like do this or that to take it out.
Of course.
Never mind the fact that there's another Pokemon that's probably equally as powerful or scary.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Chat, there is a prediction going on. Make sure to bet your channel points if you have on in. By all means, feel free to do so. Before we begin the finals, I am going to use the restroom real quick because I've been chugging coffee for the last 2 hours. So I'm going to be right back.
I will also use the restroom.
Yes, by all means. By all means. We'll see you guys in a bit. Again, feel free to predict channel points above. I'll be right back before we start the finals. Bwah!
Prolonged sabbaticals. I'm done. So done. Hit me up on your phone, your detainee. I'm not your bed bouncer. 'Cause who is normal? No wonder you're padded wall submissive. Straight jacket touch. You hesitate.
Laser beams from the eyes.
Alright, chat. I have returned from the grave as well. Scorvit, Cody, are you both here?
I am.
Hello, Scorvit.
I am not here.
Oh, fuck. Man, well, I guess, chat, that's wrapping up. If you guys enjoyed stream.
I'm here, all jokes aside.
Long jumps for 7 weeks in order to teleport into the next dimension.
I can't believe we got speedrunners now trying to speedrun my Twitch channel. I see how it is. First the Scientologists and now this. SMH. Alright.
Listen, we're speedrunning the channel, and then we're speedrunning and in the inevitable getting canceled part.
Damn it. I knew it.
It's called the new speedrun category is just called canceled %.
Oh god. Who's the first to post a slur on twitter.com? Let's find out. Oh god. Alright, gamers.
Alright, I will deafen.
Sounds good. Alright.
Good luck.
Good luck, have fun. Let this be a good finals.
Hell yeah. Alright. Ladies and germs, it is time for the finals. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure to hop on in here so we can actually spectate. Cody versus Scorvit. Let me also mute so they can't hear me, so I'm not yapping in their ear. There we go. And let's hop on back here. We've got Cody's Rain team versus Scorvit's Chandelure team. Two very strong players so far. One using a pretty conventional Rain team, while the other is using a very unorthodox Chandelure team. We'll have to see who wins. Comes down to skill, team building, and a little bit of luck, as we all know. If a move is not 100%, it's 50%. It happens every time, alright? Game 3 of the finals! Cody versus Scorvit! Off the bat, Scorvit leading with the Chandelure and Whimsicott once again. Leading Meganium and Sneasler. Not the lead I thought we would have seen. This is our first time seeing the Meganium. It is indeed a Mega Meganium. If anyone didn't know, no, Cody did not bring a base Meganium. If anyone brought a base Meganium, I would have made fun of him. But swapping out it immediately for the Pelipper, making sure to survive any potential fire type attacks coming on in, as the Chandelure is indeed going to Mega Evolve. Becoming Mega Chandelure. As the Sneasler is staring it down, the only real option for Fake Out is going to be that Whimsicott, breaking any potential sash and getting a nice crit, doing a little bit more chip damage. Now, Cody does not have access to any speed control, however, it is blocking the potential speed control from the Whim. Heat Wave does go off, but thanks to the rain, it is reduced damage, meaning Sneasler will be able to tank potentially 4, depending on high and low rolls. As the Pelipper is staring it down, a Weather Ball within this range should be able to pick up any potential KOs, as Weather Ball in rain, even with minimal investment, is a very strong move that Pelipper can have access to. Speed being something that is like the Sunny Day goes up. The first time we've seen Whim pull that out, meaning Heat Wave will potentially be a 2-hit KO on the Sneasler. The Dire Claw will pick up the Whim, as immediately Scorvit is going to go for the Heat Wave, taking out the Sneasler and doing a decent chunk onto the Pelipper. A Weather Ball is going to connect, however, it now being the sun, it's going to be a fire type Weather Ball, not doing as much damage as wanted. Thank you for the watch streak. We're now staring down potentially a very scary situation for Cody. As the rain is gone, now he can switch out, but that is potentially risking any switches. The Arch is going to be brought on in. Ticketon is going to be brought on out. It is a Fake Out Mon. It is a scary situation to be in, because if he decides to switch out, he is going to risk a Heat Wave onto his Meganium in the back, who is currently not Mega Evolved, meaning he will take max damage from the base stats of Meganium. We'll have to see what the game plan is going to be here. Skolvit thinking about his actions. Same with Cody. Both thinking what is their best way to approach in this situation, as you desperately want to get the rain back up, especially with an arch, and especially staring down a Mega Chandelure. As a reminder, Mega Chandelure's attack stat, special attack stat, is 175, one of the highest in the game. The arch is going to go for the protect. Pelipper is going to take out the fake out. It does end up flinching, and the heat wave does go off. Picking up the KO onto the Pelipper, putting Cody in a very tight situation. As now, there is no potential of getting rain back up, and he is going to be staring down the sun. He does choose to bring out the Meganium. It is going to come down to, can he stall out the sun? It is 3 turns. A Gigaton Hammer onto the Meganium will potentially also threaten a 2-shot, as Meganium has to Mega Evolve to do potentially anything right now. As we all know, base Meganium is not a good Pokemon. And the Meganium will go for the Mega Evolution, becoming Mega Meganium. It is now a Grass Fairy type, staring down the Gigaton-wielding Tinkaton. Weather Ball is actually going to go first, outspeeding the Tinkaton, and picking up the KO! No more threat of the Tinkaton! It will now come down to, can he survive the Heat Wave? Outspeeding with the Dragon Pulse, not picking up the KO. It will come down to, does he survive? The double KO! Skolvit is taking game 1! The manual sun threatening as the rain was able to be disappeared. Removed. God, man, I know how to speak, don't I? Speaking's hard, chat. Speaking is incredibly hard. Speaking in front of a crowd of people is hard. But we try our best. Alright, we're immediately going to go in. Both our opponents are immediately jumping back into game 2, wasting no time. Skolvit having the lead at this moment. We'll have to see if Cody can take this back. We've seen a lot of game 3 so far, so we'll have to see if the trend continues. As we stare down the potential final match of this tournament, it is anyone's game. Both trainers being incredibly skilled. You will have to see. I get a nice swig of coffee on my end. Listen, you need a little bit of coffee, you know, to fuel the brain, fuel the voice box. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Once again, if you guys are enjoying this, we are hosting monthly tournaments going forward. They are free to join. Hello, Coco. I hope you're doing well. If you guys want to join future tournaments, make sure to join the Discord server, !Discord, and grab the tournament roll. You will be alerted when the next tournament is being held, as we will be doing a poll immediately after stream. We will have to see. We will have to see. Pokemon have been decided. Game 2 is about to begin. Immediately leading with the Victory Bell and Whimsicott, as the Basculation and the Pelipper, wrong Pokemon, have been brought out, immediately setting up the rain. The Whimsicott, once again, being able to set up Manual Sun and immediately destroy any possibility of having the rain. We will have to see how Cody plays around this information. Both sides staring down, picking their moves very wisely. Immediately switching out the Basculation, bringing out the Meganium. A very interesting choice. Victory Bell actually choosing to stay base form. And going for the Sleep Powder onto the Pelipper. It's a very scary situation to be in, as base Victory Bell does have access to Chloroform. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. I know. Man, I need coffee, chat. Cheers. Chlorophyll. The ability to double speed in sun. Thank you. Yeah, words are hard, chat. Words are hard. Words are hard. Hello, Roddy. Oh, Lord. Alright, Caesar comes back on in. The Mega Meganium going off. Trying to most likely stall out any potential sun. It is going to go for a Sludge Bomb immediately onto the Mega Meganium and picking up the one-shot. Showing that there is no Arch Alodon on Cody's side. The Moonblast is going to connect onto the Sneasler. Potentially risking a two-shot depending on the range of the attack. The rain has to come back up in order to be able to pick up anything. As the Pelipper does come back in. Immediately disabling the chlorophyll of the base Victory Bell. Sneasler once again having access to Fake Out. However, the Pelipper is currently asleep. We will have to see how Cody plays around this. It does have access to Protect, so it can theoretically try and stall out. It is guaranteed sleep for one turn. However, next turn, it is going to be a 50-50. Fake Out will prevent any potential sunny day coming on out, as it most likely wants to set the sun back up. Sludge Bomb will go into the Pelipper, and threatening the two-shot. Both opponents getting stared down as we speak. We'll have to see how this goes. The Victory Bell has been very threatening so far onto Cody's team, so we'll have to see. Manual Sun also being a very scary thing to play around. The Sunny Day is going to be set up. Sludge Bomb once again connecting. It does pick up. It lives on one! It lives on one! The Pelipper is not going down! And it woke up! And the Hurricane connects! And it picks up the one shot! Cody's not out! Brings Scovet down to his last two Pokemon! It's not over! The final two Pokemon being threatening onto the Basculegion, but it is not over! Pelipper staring down both the Chandelure and the Samurott. The Chandelure most likely going to go for a Mega Evolution. Cody, think about what is the best way to approach this situation. If we double check the Basculegion, the Mega Evolution is going to go off. The Basculegion is Mystic Water. It is not the Choice Scarf variety, but we'll have to see how he chooses to approach this. Wide Guard does go off. If the Heat Wave was clicked, close combat, connecting into the Samurott, picking up the one shot. Cody might potentially come back. Knocking out the Samurott. Does he protect from the Heat Wave? He does not. The Shadow Ball will connect. However, he still has Basculegion and Pelipper. If Basculegion outspeeds, he will have a 2 KO boosted Laster Specs that will 100% one-shot Chandelure. It comes down to speed. Who is faster? We are potentially going to a Game 3. It comes down to the wire. Who goes first? And he outspeeds! We're going to Game 3! Cody's not out yet! The comeback was insane! We are not done! Holy! We're going to game 3! Holy, I don't even have time to, like, see this. Holy! Holy! Cody and Scovit once again battling it out. We're going to game fucking 3! Holy, ladies and gentlemen. Insane matches going on here. Weather wars are real. Y'all liked Gen 5? Welcome back, Gen 5 Weather Wars. Holy. Oh. I need a sip of coffee. I'm out of coffee. My coffee, I have no ice. There's nothing in my... I have nothing in my tumbler, chat. It's over. It's over. I don't have ice. I have nothing. These matches have been so fired that my fucking ice melted in my coffee. I have nothing. I have nothing to drink. Damn it. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The final match of the first Icy Spicy VGC tournament. Once again, if people want to sign up for future ones, make sure to grab the tournament role on the Discord server. Game 3, here we go! Let's do this. Leading off the bat with Chandelure and Whimsicott, along with Meganium and Sneasler. With the newfound information that Cody has, that as long as the Tailwind is not set up, Meganium will outspeed and one-shot the Whimsicott is phenomenal information to know. Sneasler also allowing for the pressure, as a fake out will allow the sash to be broken and immediately KO'd with the Weather Ball. Double checking to make sure that it is sash. The Whimsicott is indeed sash. It does have protect, is the one thing to keep in mind. It can protect and potentially save it. It is going to come down to the biggest predictions of both of these trainers. Does they predict the fake out or do they predict another play? Let us find out. Swapping out the Meganium, playing it fully safe as the Basculegion comes on in. The Chandelure is here and ready to thrive. He does indeed protect the Whim. Did Cody predict it? And he faked out the Whim to play it safe. A very good way to make sure. Trick Room is set up. Speed has been inverted. Putting a lot of pressure onto Cody. Both opponents staring down each other. Having to figure out how to play around this Trick Room, as Chandelure is the fastest Pokemon on the field at this moment. If Sun goes up, Chandelure could just take the game in 2 turns with how powerful its Heat Waves are. Aqua Jet will connect, doing about half. Shadow Bolt is going to connect. And one shot, Basculegion. There is a Moonblast coming on in, as there was no sunny day. As long as it's not a crit, it shouldn't pick up the one-shot. The Sneasler does live. It was a crit, actually. It did manage to live one. Dire Claw does connect, meaning it is down to Sash. Before it goes down, there is a chance they will try and get a sunny day up. It depends what is Cody's play here. He has to play around the Whimsicott, who is most likely, at this point, going to make sure the sun stays up no matter what. It's not over yet, but the Trick Room does put on a lot of pressure. He does send back out the Meganium. We don't know his final Pokemon. There is a chance he didn't bring the Pelipper, though most likely did, because, you know, Pelipper is really good into this matchup. But, hey, you never know. You never know. Welcome back, Gen 5 Weather Wars. Anyway. Both of each other staring down. The Mega Meganium is going to go off. Trick Room being very oppressive into this situation. He does go for protecting the Sneasler. Trying to keep it alive as much as possible. Sunny Day is going to go off. Heat Wave does connect. Does it miss? It does not. It does pick up the one-shot onto the Meganium. It is now down to the Sneasler and the final Pokemon of Cody. He brings out the Pelipper. It now comes down to this. Does he manage to pull this off? There are 2 turns of Trick Room left. It is not over till it's over. But right now, Scorvit is in a very powerful situation. It comes down to, is he clicking Heat Wave or is he clicking Shadow Ball? The Sunny Day will come back. It looks like he is going to try and go for a Heat Wave. Hurricane once again connects! But doesn't KO! But confuses! And it ends itself in confusion! It's not over! He picks up the KO! And next turn, he will be able to protect! It's not over! It's not over! Samurott is back! And brings out the Komo! The Komo is going to be the most threatening Pokemon on the field at this moment, as Komo does resist Fire Stab from Pelipper's Weather Ball. And his thing lands the Hurricane again! And one-shots Komo! He does go for the Aqua Cutter! He does pick up the Sneasler KO! It's now down to Pelipper, and it is down to Samurott. Who picks up who first? Ceaseless Edge will connect. It will be a potential 2-hit KO. Hurricane lands again! It depends if he manages to hit it. And if he manages to get another low roll. One of the closest matches I've ever seen in my life. Doesn't pick up the KO. It lives! And it got it! Cody won! Holy shit! And I got kicked from the room! What a way to end it! Oh my fucking god! Hold on! Holy fucking shit!
What?
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, Squad, but you got fucking robbed.
Yeah.
You got robbed at
Dude,
every possible moment.
Oh
you
my
should have
god.
won, like 7
Yeah.
times.
Can I tell you something? I pissed away game 2 so bad by not protecting Samurott.
Oh, hey, you... Holy shit. Dude, regardless of the outcome, these matches were some of the most fucking hype matches I've seen in a hot second. Chat, can we get some fucking GGs for both of our players? Because holy goddamn shit.
That might have been the single most insane game I have ever played in my entire life. Squova, you played every button as you should have and still lost.
Yeah, I am just unlucky at the game.
Listen, man, you played as optimally as you could. Do not worry about it. Like,
yeah, no. I am the first one to admit, you should have won that. You had me played like a fiddle, and RNG just like came down and just gave you a little slap across the face like 4 times.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm gonna be honest. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I'm sorry.
You're good, man. You're good.
Oh yeah. My team was sort of built around to beat that kind of competition because your team is a really meta team right now. And the fact that you could beat a team that counter-teamed Rain, I respect you. I respect you.
I appreciate it. There is... Oh my god.
Genuinely played both phenomenally well. Like, again, like some of the best matches I've seen in a hot second. I think Skovitz, your team is very fucking unique. I mean, I've barely seen Mega Chandelure around, and the damage that thing was pulling off was fucking crazy.
Yeah. There was a moment on more than one occasion where it's like, okay, Trick Room is up. I thought that your Chandelure outsped me. Because it felt like there was times where not in Trick Room, your heat waves hit me first. So the reason why I didn't protect that why I didn't protect on my Meganium to the same that turn where you knocked it out in game 3 is because legitimately I thought in a previous game that you outsped. And so I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be able to maybe do something. And then no, it turns out that I outsped under normal circumstances.
Oh.
Like genuinely, I think that I genuinely believe that Meganium wasn't a bad call, but it was also a very, very, very tough Pokemon to navigate into my game plan with that Mega Chandelure on the field.
Oh yeah. Like Mega Chandelure is just like under Trick Room, that thing's fucking scary. It's a Pokemon I want to look at eventually. I just haven't made a team yet, but genuinely, like, fucking good games to both of y'all, and congrats, Cody, for being the first Icy Spicy champion. Enjoy your Discord role, and I will be contacting you about your prize after stream. And once again, thank you to all of our contenders that we had today. If people want to join future tournaments, once again, hop on over to the Discord server, !Discord. I have a tournament ping roll that I will be letting people know. I will be doing a poll for the next month's tournaments soon. I also will be learning Limitless since I was suggested to learn Limitless. So we'll be hopefully setting that up for future ones. But with that being said, thank you two for joining. I hope you two have a fantastic rest of your day. And Skovit, good luck with the rest of your games, my dude. I heard that you're doing more tournaments today?
Yes, in about 10 minutes, actually.
Oh, well, this worked out great.
Perfect.
I wish the best of luck.
I was
I hope you
stressing during finals that I wasn't going to make it, which affected some of the plays.
Hey,
but
man.
I gotta go do that.
Yeah, go do that. Go do that. Take care, man. Take care. Good luck.
You all take care.
Take care, man. Holy chat. G fucking G. Once again, thank you everyone who did tag along. We will be doing more tournaments in the future. With that being said, I hope you all did enjoy stream. If you guys are new to the channel and enjoy what you saw, do consider dropping a follow. Subscribing is greatly appreciated, although never required. I have a Discord server and a Blue Sky. You guys can go check out !Discord, !Blue Sky, or use the panels down below. I will hopefully see some of y'all signed up for the next tournament. It should be a great time. Take care, everyone.